going on, everybody? So today I'm going to show you how to make your own custom trim, round over molding, seal molding, and the trim that goes around the inside of your windows. That way you know your trim sits on the outside of that. I'm going to show you what I've done with this window here so far. I still got one more piece of trim to cut, and then I will go around and measure some more windows, get a cut list going, and go from there. So this is that window here. Making the trim and everything out of cedar, eastern red cedar to be exact. I think it turned out really good. I'm gonna go in here and sand it a little bit, and then put spar urethane on it, and it'll turn out real nice. I still got to put those trim pieces around like I was mentioning before. I have two of them cut out and routed. I had three cut out, but I screwed up one, so I had to end up redoing it. Router kind of chipped some things, so cedar's known for that. That's why a lot of people don't like working with it. I just find that it's going to be really beautiful when it's done. Put trim around the doors same way. It's all 3-inch trim, except for the seal molding that goes down here around the base. That's going to be probably, well, that in there was 5 because it was a little deeper. These here will probably be 4 maybe. I'll see. But all these windows in this house are the same size except for that one. And I think that's it. I think that's the only small one that I got. Yeah, all the rest of them are the same size. So that makes my life easy. But yep, so it'll be the same cut list over and over and over again. And then the doors are, all of these two here are the same size. They're 36-inch doors, and that one's a 32. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. Learn how to make your own custom molding. And here's the cedar we're going to be working with, the eastern red cedar. I've already cut the ends of them off to, eliminate any checking or any just weird spots on the ends of the boards, like where they're cut at an odd angle or whatever. I used the miter saw for that. Cut at a 0-degree angle. Where's my miter saw? There it is. I was doing that out on the porch yesterday before the rain caught me. So. Anyway, all these have the ends cut. The only thing I need to do now is basically put a square edge on the outside here on all the boards. Run everything through the table saw, cut everything down to size, which everything should be about 3 inches for the trim, and possibly 4 or 5 inches for the seal molding. And the interior molding that goes around the inside and behind the trim, that's going to be, I think it was 1 3/4 inches, I believe. I think it was 1 3/4 inches is what the inside molding is going to be. And I'm not sure if it's the same for all the windows, but the two out here in the living room are that size. So my tools. Here's my jointer, which is a WEN Jointer. It works okay for smaller stock. And this is my Craig precision router table. Currently has a molding bit in there, which is going to be the molding bit that I'm going to be using for this project. I also have a round over bit that I will be using lastly to make the round over cuts for the seal molding. And then here's my planer. It's also a WEN planer. I really like the WEN planer. Works out real nice, puts a nice smooth finish on everything. It's a 3-blade planer, and I think I didn't pay a whole lot for it. I bought it brand new. This is a rigid table saw, 10-inch table saw. I like it really well, which works really nice. I've actually had the same blade in it since I bought it. It's been a little while. It's probably been pretty close to a year now. I've done, I mean, a moderate amount of woodworking, but. And here's my shop vac, which is a rigid shop vac. I'm really starting to like the rigid stuff. This is a 6 horsepower, I believe. I think it's a 6 horsepower rigid shop vac. It works really well. I really like it. For a shop vac, that thing really sucks in a good way. So, okay, guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and start routing the first to start with, and then I'm going to convert over to the table saw, and then I'm going to convert over to the planer, and then lastly, I'll be planing everything down to 3/4 of an inch, by the way. Lastly, I will be moving on to the router. So we will see if we get that far today. Hopefully we do. That'd be nice. Maybe we'll even get to putting some trim up. Okay, guys, stay tuned. I will be cutting everything down to size with the WEN chop saw, also known as miter saw. So stay tuned. All right, guys. So I went around and I got my cut list. So I'm gonna need one 39-inch piece for the kitchen window over here, and then I'm going to need 10 52-inch pieces, which are going to be the side trim pieces that go up the side of the window here. And I'm going to need 5 36-inch pieces, which is the piece that goes around the top. And then I'm going to need 5 38-inch pieces, which is going to be the round over sill molding that's going to go down here at the bottom. I want a 1-inch overhang on both sides for, on overhanging the trim. And then for the interior side of the windows, I'm going to need 10 47.5 by 1 3/4 inch pieces. And then for the very top of the window, I'm going to need 5 30 by 1 3/4 inch pieces. So I'll go ahead and start cutting these, and y'all can watch the process. So I went through and sorted out my lumber that I cut the ends off yesterday. This is the pile here that's over 6 inches. And this pile here is between 6 and like maybe 5 or so. And then this pile here is the smaller stuff, which I'm going to use for the inside of the windows. So I'm going to go ahead and, for the 3-inch pieces, I'm going to use mainly these boards here. That way I can get 2 boards out of one cut. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and try to get all of my 52-inch pieces out of the way to start with. Actually 2. I cut it a little bit less than half. That'll give me 2 pieces. in them there. All the scraps make, nice tabletops. They're all joined together. So that was 4. We got a big kind of nasty knot there at the end. It's kind of cut out a little bit. I don't know if you can see it there in the camera. Right there. So we're going to try to eliminate that. Alright guys, I'm back into the jointing stage. I had everything cut, got everything kind of cleaned up in here a little bit so I can do some jointing. I'm going to start with the 52-inch pieces, and I'm definitely going to be wearing earplugs for this. I'm just basically going to be doing edge routing, to get a square edge so I can run through the table saw for the next step. 7.5-inch pieces, which are going to be 1 3/4 inches wide a piece. Those are for the inside of the windows, go around the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and start jointing them. You watch the process.